seeing Create the Heart, and I am very, very excited to share with you a project we're going to make together using Scrappy Tails dies. So I have been an admirer of Scrappy Tails dies for a little while, and I do have some other dies from them that I am going to be hopefully using soon. I've got a lot of things going on, but hopefully soon I'll be able to use them. When I saw this die right here, which is their train die, it's part of their tunnel card series. They also have a trifold. I actually have the trifold. I did not buy the tunnel card base die because I'm going to show you how you can kind of make something very similar to that without a die. I've been making these types of sort of Shadowbox style cards for a while, and basically it's kind of a very similar idea. You know, you could adapt it to make it look more like the Scrappy Tails tunnel card, which is kind of like almost like a tall box. Or you can use sort of like a Shadowbox style and kind of get the same feel. So I'm going to kind of show you my take on it. But when I saw this die, I automatically thought Harry Potter. So I am going to be using this die with all my Harry Potter themed items that I have, stamps, dies, and so on that I have in my collection. And so when you use a die like this where there's a ton of pieces, I think it's a good idea to make multiples. So I made I cut out a bunch of pieces that go with the train that come in the die, as well as making a bunch of these trains. So what I did was I chose 3 colors. In this case it was gold, red, and black, and I cut all the pieces out of those 3 colors, and then I put them all together, and I had enough to make, I think, 5 trains, with only having to cut, I think, 1 or 2 small pieces to kind of finish the train. And so it takes a little bit of time to do that, but you already have the pieces out, and you know, once you kind of figure out how to put one train together, it gets easier to put the other ones together. So I just recommend making multiple trains. It's the way to go. The other thing that this comes with, and it comes with multiple pieces, but it comes with some pieces that, you know, I think you could use without the train. So in this case, it comes with these sort of tunnel pieces, but they can be used in all different ways. And so it comes with all of these, which is, I think, great. And then it comes with this piece, which I'm not exactly sure what to use this piece for. I'm going to have to go watch their video and see what this piece is for. Maybe if you guys know, I mean, is it like, are you supposed to cut in here, make it so the train stands up? Is it supposed to be a pop-up piece? I have no idea. So anyway, it comes with that piece. And then the other thing that I got is, this is an accompaniment to the train or to the tunnel card, where you can kind of use these pieces as backgrounds. But I think there's lots of other ways to use them as well. I did use this one right here, and so I'll kind of show you that. And then I also, for this, the Harry Potter pieces that I used include this one. I use this for my Harry. And then I also use, this is, I don't know if you can find this die, but I think there's other Harry Potter-ish type stamps and dies out there in the universe that have like a little owl, and that's what I use this one for. Okay, so I'm actually going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to kind of give you an idea of what I did to make this base piece, and then we're going to put this together. So this piece right here, now you can make this any length that you want, but this particular one, it measures, I think I did, this one is 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. So 6 3/4, let me make sure that's correct. Yeah, 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. Okay, that's what that is. And then what I did was I did 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches on both sides, and then I did an accordion fold, and that is your card. And so what I will do when the card is finished is I will put it on a regular card base. I will make sort of a slimline-ish style card, and I'll just put that on top, put this piece on the top of my card base, and then it'll just open up like a regular card. And I mean, it'll maybe stand, but I just like it better that way, because then the card will open and stand like a normal card, and it should fit in a slimline envelope or be close to it. So I'm going to build it from the inside up. So this is how it works right here. So I'm going to start by putting this piece in right here. So it's just to kind of cover the white space in here. And I'm going to get my glue. And so, I mean, you could decorate any way you want, or you could just not, because a lot of this is going to get covered. I think it'll just peek out a little bit. And so this is just my take on it, and you can just kind of take this basic idea and kind of develop your own sort of way about it. So I think I'm actually, I feel like this needs to be a little lower. Put a little lower, because it's going to get very... this is also a fun way you can make a card like this, like a Shadowbox style, and seal it and make it more of a shaker. I've done that. But this is sort of a take, just a take on a Shadowbox or a tunnel card, kind of depending on how you want to do it. And so I've got this piece right here. And so I'm actually going to put this right here, and I'm going to glue these pieces straight down. Now you can use these little pieces, you know, any way you like. You can do it on the outside. If you have that tunnel card piece, you know, it's nice to already kind of have these hinges already done for you. So I'm only gluing it down on that hinge piece. Oh, I gotta keep it down for a second to let it kind of make sure it sticks. Okay, so there it goes. So it's stuck, okay? And that's fine. So then I've got my train. So what I'm gonna do with my train is I have these little pieces that I am going to stick down. I can't remember if I was going to stick it down this way, I think. So I'm going to stick these down, and this is just to kind of give it a little bit of lift. Now I could just do foam tape if I wanted, but I'm just doing this instead. Why not? Something different. So like this, and like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue these pieces down, and so yeah, the rest, whoops, am I going to do that? I think I might put this down first. So I'm going to put this down first. Sorry, totally screwed that up already. I almost forgot to have this little baby train track. And I'm going to do it like this. And okay, do it like this. Okay, so I'm going to press everything down to let it kind of the glue to dry a little bit and stick. Okay, so let's kind of give it a little lift there. Okay, so it's got a little bit of lift, you can see on the side, without being too much. Okay, so now what I'm going to do for this one, this is not something that you have to do, is I'm going to do some acetate, because I just kind of wanted it to almost look like Harry is like there's a window, or like when you are behind a window and you're getting ready to get checked in to go to your train or whatever. So that's kind of, I will say that next time I might try to do this on some of that. I have that Altenew like paper that you can die cut, and it's double-sided because this is kind of a pain in the behind. So I'm just going to try to get some glue at all the places that I really need it to stick. So I'll just but I really like the look of this. This is like very very cool brick. I really like it a lot. And I think I actually bought the plain. They have another die that's just a brick die that I could use to like dry emboss also, but probably didn't need it because I could have used this. But I also am thinking about using it as like a background for like a shop. So I've got lots of ideas for these dies. I think they are really fun. So this is going to be just my take on how to use this die. I've got like glue like everywhere. Excuse me while I clean my acetate off. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so trying to get this down. It's the first time I've used it, so I kind of know a little bit more about how that works. Okay, so for the back, I'm actually gonna put some score tape down for my acetate, or double-sided tape, but I just happen to have score tape. That's what I have. So I'm just gonna kind of just not anything crazy because I'm not doing a shaker, so I don't need like a crazy amount of tape. I just really want it to stick. Okay, and then I'm actually probably going to use some score tape on here as well. I mean, I could use glue, but sometimes it's easier to use the double-sided tape because of the accordion nature of it. Okay, so now we're going to put this piece of acetate, which I'm actually going to clean a little bit. Where is, I actually have, this is water, somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. I keep my alcohol, next to me, and I'm going to spray a little bit with it. So I've got to clean this off a little bit because I've got some glue on it. So, yeah, I have the, what do you call it? The trifold die, and I have a lot of ideas on using that one. So I hope to get a chance to use that soon, but I am going to be doing some different events. So there's a lot going on for me here, crafty wise. Okay, so there's that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some score tape down here, and then, whoops, dropped it. And I also got a new chair, so I'm pretty excited about that. Ugh. Because I had this hard metal chair, and I don't know what I was thinking, keeping that thing for so long, but I got this really cute, very soft and comfortable little mini chair. It's like a little desk chair, but it's kind of tiny. It's like for a vanity, but I love it. I'm not real big, so I just need something small. Okay, so now we are going to, okay, so this so I don't mess it up. So I'm going to do, and there's that, and that cool? Okay, so now let's do the finishing stuff. So it comes with this cute die, and then I cut a little piece, so it says 9 3/4, because it's a Harry Potter train. And let's put that right there. And then this is where the train part is going to fit. There we go. And then I've got him, and so I'm actually going to be putting him on some foam, mainly because, not necessarily because I need more lift, but it is a good way to attach him on here really well with the acetate there. And so I'm going to put him right here. Isn't that cute? And I've got my little hitch wig. And he is going to be right up here. Okay, so here is my super cute kind of Shadowbox tunnel style card, and it's really easy to use or to do something similar. You know, I recommend, if you are uncomfortable, just buying the die, but I just have so many dies, and it's a very tall die, so it may be difficult if you don't have a big machine to use. All of these pieces you could just use a smaller machine. You don't need a big one to use. I have both, but you don't need both. You just, the smaller one will work. But I love how it looks. I think it looks so Harry Potter and so cute and 3D. And so I'm just going to make a card base and fit this right on top. So it will flip up like, probably flip up. It might go this way. I don't know. But it will open like a regular card. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. It's the Sand Crane with the Heart.